Welcome back to the channel, everyone. This is Remy Ellis. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's staying healthy, happy, and safe. Today's video is a quick one, but an important one. I'll be sharing a simple strategy for success, something you've likely heard before, in life. However, you may not have heard it in this context. So I'm going to give you this idea, something you may have heard already, but in a different perspective, a unique perspective, something I think will help you. After you watch this video, hopefully your mindset's a little bit different. You got some new thoughts, some different thoughts. That's the goal for today's video. So it is the personal SWOT, simple strategy for success. And basically what it is, it's the planning device, and it identifies your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Normally used in business, like I said, you might have heard it in that context before, when evaluating a certain company. However, like I said today, I'm sharing with you the importance and the benefit of using this tool to evaluate yourself and your own life. So by thinking of yourself as a business, this quick exercise can give you a complete view of things, a more complete view of yourself, a different perspective, like I said, and hopefully by the end you'll be thinking, differently than you were at the beginning. That is the goal. So let's begin. All right, slide one is strengths. So we're beginning with the best. Think of the things that you're good at naturally, or certain skills that you've developed over time with practice, that you can reach some level of achievement with those skills. So think of the areas you're passionate about. It's likely you have strengths in these areas. Otherwise, we like to do what we're good at. So check your passions. It's likely your strengths are in the same areas. So make a list and add to this list as you go. Certain questions you can ask, I've listed them here. What are you good at? That's a good one to just identify, your personal strengths, which is what we're doing now. Where in life are you passionate? Like I said, it's likely those areas you will have strengths in. What do other people ask you for help with? That's a good question. So take a look at your own life, your own connections, relationships. What do people come to you for advice on, for guidance with? And what are your best qualities? Again, that's for you to decide. Continue that list, make it an ongoing list, because hopefully your strengths, you can add to this list as you go, as you grow. All right, weaknesses, areas of difficulty. And we're going to identify these likely areas of insecurity or fear. This one will be the most uncomfortable, I feel like, but being honest with yourself is a good practice. It's only going to help you in this case. So don't dwell on these weaknesses. Simply acknowledge them for now. Put them on the list. Questions here: what are your areas of life do you struggle? What makes you uncomfortable? Why would another person avoid you? What do you need the most help with? These are important questions you should be able to ask yourself and be honest with yourself. Third factor, opportunities. So this is where you're at, where your potential's at, potential for greatness. Think of ambitions, aspirations. Think of things you've simply never had time to focus on. Think back, if you're having trouble, think back to your strengths. See if there's a way that you can utilize those strengths better. That's obviously an opportunity. So an opportunity itself is improving your weaknesses as well. So think back to weaknesses. An opportunity would be to strengthen those weaknesses or eliminate them, if you can do that. Questions here: where can you make an impact? What goals do you have for the future? What would you do if you had more time? And what ideas have you not yet executed on? The last is threats. So practicing avoidance. Threats are things we want to avoid. So picture anything and everything that could knock you off balance, cut you down from where you're at. And part of progressing is actively paying attention to all the obstacles and struggles in your way, potential obstacles and struggles that could, halt your progress. So what could harm your growth? Who and what is holding you back? That's a big one. What is wasting your time? And are you aware of all your enemies? These are just questions to get you guys thinking, as you're going through and as you're making your lists here. So why should you care? This exercise, although it's quick, it gives you a complete picture of who you are as a person and what's going on. You can then use this picture, put yourself in more situations where success is likely. So capitalizing and optimizing those strengths, minimizing those weaknesses, tilting towards opportunities, and tilting away from threats. So identifying and accepting weaknesses will make you more likely to improve and eliminate them. So simply stating that it's a weakness, that's the first step. The first step to, like I said, improving it or eliminating it. And what we don't know, we can't change. So that makes it all the more important. With this information, like I said, you can effectively tilt towards your strengths, maximizing what you're good at to capitalize on opportunities, and accept weaknesses for what they are, and limit personal threats. So although this is a quick exercise, I think it's important, something you should do, if you haven't in a while, definitely do it now. And make it an ongoing process. This is something that will help you find areas where you're likely to succeed. So it's a simple strategy for success. And also it gets you aware of weaknesses and threats, which is stuff that you probably don't think about on a daily basis, but things you need to be thinking about. So hope everyone's doing well. I'll be back soon. Until then, goodbye.